Chapter 2, Opening Night. Word spread like wildfire among the cryptid community about Moonlit Sanctuary. Legendary creatures who had lived in hiding for centuries began to emerge, drawn by the promise of a safe and welcoming place. As the night of the grand opening approached, Kumba was both excited and nervous. He had prepared an array of drinks, each one infused with the magical essence of the forest. Kumba worked tirelessly to ensure everything was perfect. He enlisted Thalia's help to adorn the bar with luminescent flowers and vines that glowed softly in the moonlight. Morgus provided enchanted lanterns that hung from the trees, casting a warm, inviting glow. Brutus had constructed sturdy tables and benches, ensuring that even the largest of guests would have a comfortable place to sit. Seraphina had used her enchanting voice to summon a gentle breeze that carried the scent of fresh fruit and blooming flowers, adding to the magical ambience of the sanctuary. As the moon climbed higher, casting a silvery glow over the clearing, the first guests began to arrive. There was Thalia, a shy and graceful dryad with leaves that rustled softly with every movement. Brutus, a hulking werewolf with a gentle heart who had long sought solace. And Morgus, an ancient dragon whose emerald scales glimmered in the moonlight. "Hey, what's up? Grab a drink and chill." Kumba greeted each of them warmly, his deep voice resonating with genuine hospitality. Thalia smiled shyly, accepting a drink made from the nectar of moonflowers. "Thank you, Kumba. This place is wonderful." Brutus, his eyes scanning the crowd warily, grunted in appreciation. "Thanks, Kumba. I needed a place like this." Morgus, his deep voice rumbling like distant thunder, nodded approvingly. "Impressive work, Kumba. I sense great magic here." Before long, the bar was filled with the sound of laughter and conversation. Cryptids of all kinds mingled, sharing stories and forging new friendships. The atmosphere was electric, and Kumba couldn't help but feel a swell of pride. His vision had come to life, and it was better than he had ever imagined. As the night went on, more cryptids arrived. The Loch Ness monster, Nessie, slipped gracefully into the small pond that Kumba had created, her eyes twinkling with delight. The chupacabra, a small but fierce creature, darted around, eagerly sampling the various drinks and snacks. Even the elusive Mothman made an appearance, his red eyes glowing softly as he perched on a branch and observed the festivities. "Kumba, my friend, you have outdone yourself," Nessie said, her voice a melodic whisper as she floated in the pond. Kumba chuckled. "Thanks, Nessie. I'm glad you could make it." The chupacabra, his mouth full of fruit, gave Kumba a thumbs up. "This place rocks. Best fruit I've ever had." Mothman nodded in agreement, whispering softly against his wing, "My red eyes aren't uncommon around here." Kumba's heart swelled with pride and gratitude. "Thank you, everyone." As the evening progressed, Seraphina took to the stage, her voice filling the clearing with a hauntingly beautiful melody. Morgus joined her, his deep, resonant voice harmonizing perfectly. The crowd fell silent, mesmerized by their performance. Even the trees seemed to sway in time with the music, their leaves rustling softly in the breeze. Kumba watched from behind the bar. Moonlit Sanctuary was not just a bar, it was a place of magic, community, and acceptance. As he looked around at the smiling faces of his friends, he knew that all the hard work had been worth it. "Hey, Kumba," Thalia said softly, coming to stand beside him. "This place exceeds my expectations beyond measure. We all have a home thanks to you." Kumba turned to her, his eyes shining with emotion. "It's not just me, Thalia. It's all of us. We've built this together." Thalia smiled, her leaves rustling softly. "You're right. But it was your vision that brought us here. Thank you, Kumba." Kumba felt a lump in his throat. "Thank you, Thalia. For believing in me and helping make this dream a reality. This place exceeds my expectations beyond measure. We all have a home thanks to you." As the night wore on, the bar continued to buzz with life. Brutus and Nessie engaged in a friendly arm-wrestling match, much to the amusement of the crowd. The Chupacabra and Mothman teamed up for a game of darts, their playful banter echoing through the clearing. Thalia led a group of dryads in a dance, their movements graceful and fluid, like the very essence of nature. Kumba found himself chatting with a group of newcomers, a family of griffins who had traveled from a distant land to experience the legendary Moonlit Sanctuary. They were in awe of the place and expressed their gratitude to Kumba for creating such a haven. "It's our first time being around so many different creatures," the mother griffin said, her eyes wide with wonder. "Everyone is so welcoming." Kumba smiled warmly. "That's what this place is all about, bringing everyone together, no matter where they're from or what they look like." As the night drew to a close, Kumba felt a deep sense of fulfillment. The grand opening of Moonlit Sanctuary had been a resounding success. The bar was filled with laughter, music, and the warmth of newfound friendships. Kumba knew that this was just the beginning of a beautiful journey. To Moonlit Sanctuary. Kumba raised his glass, and the crowd echoed his toast, their voices ringing out in unison. To Moonlit Sanctuary, they cheered, their faces alight with joy and camaraderie. Kumba looked around at the faces of his friends, old and new, and felt a surge of pride and gratitude. Moonlit Sanctuary was more than just a bar. It was a symbol of hope, unity, and the magic that happens when creatures of all kinds come together. As the last guests began to leave, Kumba took a moment to savor the peaceful quiet of the clearing. The lanterns still glowed softly, casting a warm light over the bar. Thalia, Brutus, Morgus, Seraphina, Elara, Thimble, and Puck all gathered around him, their faces reflecting the same sense of contentment. "You did it, Kumba," Thalia said, her voice filled with pride. "You really did it." Kumba smiled, his heart full. "We did it, Thalia. We all did. As they stood together under the moonlit sky, Kumba knew that Moonlit Sanctuary was just beginning. There would be challenges ahead, but with friends like these by his side, he was ready for anything. The future of Moonlit Sanctuary was bright, and Kumba couldn't wait to see what adventures awaited them all.